but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Fast break. Here come the Hornets. White can't hit. Nets trail by 14. Outside Porter. Here's Traoré. Shoots from 12. James with the rebound.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's White. Yes, it's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's Dimon missing.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Pass to Green. And there's James from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. James has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. It's White with a drive. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And there's James from the arc. And Charlotte, another three.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Outside White. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got 6 here in the quarter.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Porter looks it over. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Charlotte. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Green. To the paint. For 3, James. Rebound, Brooklyn. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Dimon. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And White has got the ball here for Charlotte. Williams with the screen. For 3, James. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. They set the screen to the inside. And stolen by Williams. Out left to the wing. Pass to James. Outside White. Stolen. A minute 9 left in the second quarter. Here's Porter. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the technical free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. Brooklyn on D. Here's Knipple. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And another one from Knipple. I mean, he's in a major groove tonight.
That one goes. Count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ball. And Ball throws it down.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
6 to shoot. Pass to Clowney. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Claxton can't get it to go.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Here's Miller. And so it's Charlotte in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Charlotte. Pass to Bridges. And here's Miller. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And Ball throws it down.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Here's Traore. Pass to Clowney. To the left wing. Screen by Claxton. Here's Traore. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Knipple. The kick out to Ball. Now Miller takes a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Stolen by Miller. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Inside. And he banks in the layup. 8-point for Miles Bridges.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Dimon, that's good. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Down low. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You know, that's a set that's comfortable for Bridges. I mean, he's got a good feel for the pick and roll, either as a creator or as a finisher.
Here's Traore. Pass to Dimon. A deep 3. No good on the shot. On offense, here are the Hornets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Traore. Here's Clowney. Pounded by Ball. Clowney, good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
And here's Knipple from the arc. And Charlotte, another 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
That'll be a 5-second call. Brooklyn making a switch here. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. Brooklyn pulls it in.
2 minutes.
On the wing man. Banked it in off the glass. Man's got his first bucket in this one.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Back to Ball. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Sharp. Diabate grabs the board. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
To the paint. Pass to Knipple. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. Knipple's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Williams from long range. Diabate grabs the board. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Here's Ball. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Number 3.
Surratt for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. On offense, here are the Hornets. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside White. There's a screen to the middle. On the wing, Green. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And here's White. Give him 8. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Wolf. Williams from long range. And the Nets miss again. Here's White. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Charlotte on top, just dominating this one. We'll take a quick break and then get. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Hornets ball.
Come on! You got him beat every time. Up one! No way.
They set the pick. Right wing. All alone. And he hits the jumper.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
That'll be a 5-second call.
I'm ready to get it. I think they mad cause they want a little static. I see it, I want it, go get it, I grab it. I got it in pocket, I feel like a lad. No, as a carpet, this must be magic. My bad like Jasmine. Don't try to play, I get jealous, I'm spazzing. I'm wishing they would like some cabin. What do you do when I leave them in dust? Popping it that they never could touch. All of my life they be calling me rough. I guess they had enough. I be doing too much. I guess they had enough of me doing it up. I been looking at friends trying to pick one to trust. Why say you love me when it was just when you just could have told me you just want? My bad. I could have told you I passed and matched my foot on the gas. Cause all of you goofy. None of you know how to act. Sad, one give you my last. Hey, something you never might have. Hey, I look at them and I laugh. Why I gotta tell you to go get it back? What do you do when I just keep it popping? I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it. They want me to stop but I trend like a topic. How could they fire on me? I'm the hottest. Then reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I speak like a prophet. I tell them shut up and get up and go. If you want it, then I put that on the floor. We be ducking we ain't ducking and on. This a joke. You gon' get in that field, then round choke. My gon' hunt like a tiger. Go. You scary little be doing the most. If you know like I know better, watch your approach. Watch it. I in the yo like I been here before. I been coming from Memphis like hustling flow. If you see any capping in me, it's the GOAT. And this is the captain in me like a boat. This why they get deep when you bury your soul. Jack and Rose. That's why I bet keep it cold, let it go. If you want it, then spin a block, get you some more. Get you some more. Hopped up and got that right off the porch. If we beefing, then I'm at your door like a stork. Like a door. So look if you buck, if you ready for cause it can get done like a house full of chores. Mine got an ass, we gon' take out the trash. We been mopping up like a floor. What do you do when I just keep it popping? I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it. They want me to stop but I trend like a topic. Keep that fire on me, I'm the hottest. I keep that and reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I speak like a prophet. I'm trying to get a little moolah and guala, a whole lot of profit, a whole lot of cheese. But I'm starving right now.
We are live from the Motor City. Welcome to Detroit and an Eastern Conference contest for the Pistons. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce.
I got him.
Mitchell outside. Three-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Harris.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Driving in. And Cunningham with the slam.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through.
The drive by Mobley. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Harris trying to get free. And a great move by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Good on the shot. He's got 8.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Robinson left side. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
First personal foul. Team second. Cavaliers substitution.
Here's Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in. Now Thompson. Pass to Robinson. Excellent D there from Allen. Mitchell outside. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Stolen by Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Cunningham. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Back to Merrill. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Robinson. Duran a screen. Robinson, that's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Mobley outside. Inside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Oh, to be blessed with athleticism and touch. Mobley has all the tools to be elite.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Back to Robinson. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That one drops for him. Robinson's got his second basket. And it's Harden with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Mitchell left side. Harden surveying the D. Here's Merrill. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Detroit leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Now here's Jenkins. Howard. And that one is hammered home.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Pass to Struth. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Herter. He's defended by Merrill. Back to Herter. Latre. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Schroeder looking around. Driving to the basket. And he gets it to go.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Cavaliers trail by 7. Harden inside the three-point line. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Herter. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The Pistons working the ball around now. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Harden. Harden taking flight.
Well, with that frame and that power, James Harden leaves no doubt.
Stewart a screen. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Harden. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pistons leading by 5. To the paint. It's tipped. Wade with it. He's picked up by Jenkins. Shoots over Jenkins. Again, the miss by Harden. To the inside. Here's Stewart. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Stewart's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Now here's Herter. No scoring in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To the middle. Pass to Stewart. Green up on top. And the layup is good. And now it's a 10-point Piston lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 10. And that one's good, Mitchell.
Wow, splashing in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
And Mobley throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And a look at the basket guy still shaking. Now here's Thompson. Still without a basket. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Allen outside.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
And Allen drops them both.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Harden gets all the way to the rim.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. From 13, it's hauled in by Harris. Pistons leading by 6. And here is Robinson. In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Harris has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pistons. And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Cunningham up top. Back to Harris. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Mitchell with the steal. Pull-up jumper. Robinson pulls it in. 90 seconds now into the second half. Down low. Here's Duran. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Pistons lead by 7. On the wing, Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. Duran pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Robinson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 9-point Detroit lead.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Tries the spin move. And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. LeVert in the corner. Traps in the tray. LeVert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you cannot allow Caris LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham outside. He takes it in. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Duran. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 12. For 3, Mitchell.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself. .52
seconds left for the third. to the paint. Here's Duren. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Pass to Mitchell. From the wing. Detroit with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So it's the Cavaliers now. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Cunningham, top of the key. Basket counts. Cunningham's got 19 points.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.